I just wanted to make a quick video for anyone who is feeling like maybe the rest of this life is not worth living, and you know, I don't see a point in living out the rest of this. This isn't a movie I want to watch. It's not a movie I want to participate in. It's not a video game character that I want to play anymore. I think I'm just gonna get out early, you know. I want to say, first of all, I understand what you're saying. I mean, I don't know everyone's individual situation, but I know those thoughts, and I get it, you know, it makes sense, and it can make sense, and depending on the person, I'm not going to pretend I know you, you know, but that to me can make sense. I just wanted to share some thoughts that have helped me. A really big one, I know this sounds shallow, but it's really seriously important, is hormone replacement therapy, especially if you're a female who's gone through menopause without question. Or if you're a male, I mean, I got on testosterone when I was 32 years old. I mean, my testosterone was like 400, which is not extremely low, but it's low. It's lower than our grandparents. It's like a quarter of what our grandparents was. I just have some things that I want to run by, basically. If you're in the spot that I was describing, if you're feeling like that, I'm not saying don't do that. Don't end it early. I can't stop you from doing that, is the truth. I do want to let you know that I love you, and I'm making this for a reason, because I love you. But before you potentially do that, please explore these things that I'm thinking about. And then, if none of it works, you know, you'd be in a different spot. But the thing is, I guarantee you, some of these things will work. That's why I'm sharing them. Please, there's a doctor named Rand McClain. He's on Ocean Park in 23rd, I think. No, Ocean Park in 25th. Please go to him and get on testosterone. I'm telling you right now. It changed my life. It changed my outlook. It makes my brain function better. I have a higher baseline energy level, more ability to do work, a more positive outlook. I'm more stable. I don't have big ups and big downs. I was never super like that, but I would get really excited and then I get depressed, you know? It stabilized me. It made me more of who I am, and it gave me more energy and strength, physically and mentally, and, you know, in every way. I would say spiritually, but maybe not that. I don't really know, but to deal with the world and give who I am to the world. I can't recommend it enough. Please, to anybody feeling that way, do this first. Do it for at least a year, more like 2, before you reevaluate your situation, okay? Seriously. The second thing, there's a reason, in my opinion, AA, what do they start with? What's one of their first rules? You have to believe in something higher than yourself. I mean, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. But this is so helpful. I believe in God. Do I believe in Jesus? I think I do. Am I diehard? Do I know? I really don't. I don't. But I think I basically am Christian, but I know I believe in God. And I'm not surprised if Jesus is the Son of God. That's where I'm at. I'm just sharing. But AA says you have to understand there's something higher and better than, not better, higher and more powerful than yourself. You know, there are so many stories I have about people who have, not that I have, but that exist, about people who've been low and they've had help. I'm going to share a few right now quickly. I'll start with the most powerful one that I know, someone very, very close to me. I'm not going to say their name. Was in a very, very low spot. They were walking around in a mountain town, basically, alone, feeling low, bad. And they were like, God, if you exist, basically, I could really use a sign, you know? I've gone over this story multiple times with them to try to make sure I got it right. A few minutes later, a woman pulled up in her car, and before this person walked around the corner, they stopped the person I know. And they're like, excuse me. And he was about to just keep walking, but he was like, okay. And he was about to pretend he didn't hear her, but he was like, yes. And she's like, I know this is going to sound crazy. Keep in mind, she got in her car and followed him. She's like, I know this is going to sound crazy, and I've never done this before, but I really had a strong feeling that God wanted me to send you a message that he loves you and everything is going to be okay. And I'm really sorry. I know this sounds crazy. I've never done this before, but I really just wanted to tell you that. Say what you want. I mean, there's been many, many things like that. I've had my own experiences. I didn't believe in God, and now I do believe in God. I'll share maybe at least one more. There's another person I listen to named Patrick Bet-David, who has a channel on YouTube called Valuetainment. I'm sure there's a clip of it. He was like, God, if you exist, I would love to speak with my mom. I haven't spoken with her in a long time. He's like, within a minute, I got a call from my mom. He hasn't spoken with her in like 10 years. He got a call and she's like, are you okay? I just had a feeling you were not okay. And he's like, holy shit, you know? And you can say, I mean, I don't know everything, you know? I've looked into a lot of near-death experiences. Almost every single near-death experience I've ever heard of talks about coming into contact with like beings of light, souls that they've known forever, like the light, the love. People have come back and been like, it's all real. It's all real. God, angels, it's all real. Some people have bad ones too. But if you live, that's because they were living badly, and then they came over to God, and then they came into the light. It's crazy. There's so many near-death experiences. Please, anyone, go on YouTube, watch near-death experiences. It will give you a lot of clarity. A lot of clarity. I think it gave me a lot of clarity. And there's a couple of other stories. Buckminster Fuller, you could look it up. He was going to drown himself. Somebody told him on the beach, wait, your life doesn't belong to you. Your life belongs to God. And he was like, and it stopped him. And he came back. And when he came back off the beach, no one was there. Changed his entire life. Created the geodesic dome, was like a famous person, helped all these people. He had a great relationship with his wife, and they both told each other that they were not going to watch each other pass away, and they both passed away within like a very short period of time. They both passed away. It's a crazy story. One more, Tyson Fury. You could look this up also. Tyson Fury, he's a famous heavyweight boxer. He got all the money, all the stuff, and he was driving his Ferrari. He's like, I feel empty. I'm gonna crash my Ferrari at 150 miles an hour into this post. I'm gonna evaporate. He started to floor the Ferrari. He's like, I heard a voice in my head say, Tyson, don't do it. What about your kids? And he stopped, and he's like, no, I'm telling you, I didn't think I heard a voice. He's like, I heard a voice. You could look all these things up. Those are just a few stories out of probably many, 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 many stories. Please feel free to look into all those, and I'm sure there are many more. Okay? I'm just trying to share that I can't guarantee you. I don't know with 100% certainty, but I feel as though I do know. And I can't make you believe anything. But I believe that in God. I believe there's a guiding force. And I believe basically all the principles of Jesus. It's like God loves you. God will forgive you. Like God is with you. God is love. But I will say that for me, turning my life over, I literally got down on a knee. I was like, God, I dedicate the rest of my life to you. Okay, after we can have so much of the focus be on ourselves, like me. Why would I want to live the rest of my life? I don't want to do this. Think about this, and this is really, really deep and powerful. It's powerful is what I think it is when you're like, you know what? If I were to, why would I not want to go right now? If I were to just stay alive a little bit longer, what could I do, not for me, but for the world, for God? Is there a homeless person who would love a sandwich that you have in your refrigerator? Is there somebody who would benefit so much from you smiling at them and acknowledging them, who nobody even looks at them? Are there dogs in shelters that would really appreciate it if you went and volunteered at a shelter to come on a walk? There's more than a million ways to give your gift to the world. But I'm just saying, like, once you start thinking, like, what can I do to be of service to the world? God will start sending you ways to be of service. And that's where the meaning is. Oh gosh, it's the saddest thing ever, thinking about me. I mean, if I thought about me, all the money in the world, it doesn't matter. Thinking about yourself makes you depressed. That makes me so depressed. When I help people, when I help dogs, that makes me happy, So I just wanted to share these things. And one last thing is Alcoholics Anonymous, Narc Anonymous. I think it's Narcanon, Narcotics Anonymous or something. Adult Children of Alcoholics. Those are 3 I know of: AA, Narcanon, and Adult Children of Alcoholics. There's lots of meetings, and these are all based around, one of the first things in that is, like, I acknowledge a power higher than myself. You don't have to call it this God or that God, and you don't even have to call it God. But anyway, those meetings, people get together and they just share real life troubles and struggles. And what they do is they make you realize, like, you're not alone. You hear that story and you're like, damn, like, I'm not alone. I am not alone. There are so many people. We're all in this together. You don't know what that person's going through. You don't know what that person's going through. We just see the surface of things. And I just wanted to share those things. If you're feeling like you don't want to live out the rest of the movie, first of all, I love you. God loves you, for sure. And second of all, the things that I mentioned, the real life practical things, one of them, and it's huge, is hormone replacement therapy. Please go on it. If you're gonna end it, you might as well go on hormone replacement therapy for a year. What's the downside? There's no doubt. You're gonna end it anyway, so you might as well try this first. I'm just saying, do that for 1 year. More like 2 years would be better. Another thing, please consider starting to talk with God and see what happens. Please consider making your life about serving God and doing good work on the planet and see what happens. And in alignment with that, please consider thinking about making your life about helping other people. And helping Earth, all living things. Be service to others as opposed to service to self, and see what happens. And the last one is, see if you go to some of these groups, try a few out, AA, Narcanon, Adult Children of Alcoholics. Listen to people. You don't even have to speak, you could just listen. See if that doesn't make you feel more connected and more human and less alone, okay? I just wanted to share those thoughts. I love you. I love you so much. You know, sorry, that's kind of annoying. But, like, I love you. We're all humans, God loves you. And, yeah, I just wanted to share that. So, I wish I could talk to every single person and help every single person to the best of my ability, but I can't. And I just wanted to make this video to see what I could do, So, much love.